Meanwhile, the Browns play the Jaguars in Jacksonville on Friday. Here's Kevin Stefanski, coach of the Browns from yesterday, talking about his plans at the quarterback position because Deshaun Watson reported this last week. They plan to use him in the preseason. He's free and clear. What's Stefanski going to do? Let's hear it.
We have a framework, Jake, of how we're going to handle this preseason. As you know, you always reserve the right to change your mind based on how practice goes and those type of things. But we're pretty confident in the plan we have.
Will Watson make the trip?
Yes. I'm really comfortable in what Jacoby's done to date with his reps. He's gotten a lot of them. He's gotten some with the ones, some with the twos. And we'll stick to our plan absent any new information.
Here is one area of new information.
Yeah.
It could be a factor. There's one way this goes where Deshaun Watson isn't making the trip and can't play in the game. If Peter Harvey, today or tomorrow, issues his ruling and gives the league this indefinite banishment minimum 1 year, I think he's gone at that point. If it's just a 6-game or a 12-game, he stays through the preseason. The suspension begins as of the conclusion of the final preseason game, or at least the preparation for week 1. At some point, he's got to go, but he can stay for now.
Right.
If they do this...
This changes on this? This is interesting. I don't know if I knew this.
If the end result is banishment for 1 year, calendar year, not a number of games, but if it is you are out of here for 1 year and then you have to apply for reinstatement, the ultimate substance abuse policy punishment that doesn't happen as much anymore because they've changed the policy, but you had guys in recent years like Martavis Bryant and Josh Gordon and others, Justin Blackman. You get that minimum 1 year that you're gone, and then you have to ask back in. If that happens in the next 2 days, there's a good chance that he is told by the league, you have to go. Now, look, that's the kind of thing that could spark an immediate effort to go to court, and it would be weird. Okay, we want to get him back in the facility until his suspension begins week 1 because we didn't appeal the 6-game suspension. So I don't know that they would go through that fight for something that boils down to a couple of weeks. But when you think about what Roger Goodell said yesterday, do you really think the NFL wants to see on its brand new NFL Now?
Right.
$80 a year.
Right.
$9.99 a month, whatever it is, all the preseason games. You really think they want people dialing up and saying, hey, there's Deshaun Watson. I thought they weren't letting him play. I thought he was suspended. Why is Deshaun Watson playing? Well, this is an interesting development. Well, a very interesting development today or tomorrow would be, hey, Deshaun, you're gone for a full year. Bye-bye. Don't show up in the preseason. We'll talk about this next August. I just want to put that on everyone's radar screen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it needs to be paid attention to.
Mike, I did not think of that aspect of it. I thought, even if he got the year suspension and all of that he would still be able to continue. And that would be, quite the development. And for a lot of reasons, because, first off, Kevin Stefanski, who's handled this with as much class as he possibly can, and I think he's a pretty smart guy and well thought out, and I'm sure they do have a plan here, all right? They're stuck in a spot as far as those coaches are concerned. But I was just getting ready to say off of that, year suspension, they have this balance that they got to figure out a little bit here. Where, first off, I agree with you. I don't think the NFL wants him being seen on TV associated with the NFL right now. And I, when you lay it out like that, I wouldn't be shocked to see it go that way. I think I brought that up a few times when we were talking about the suspension last week where, I don't think the NFL wants that guy on the TV for 4 hours, the best player on the team, and all that stuff that goes along with it. There's just no way the NFL owners of the Shield is going to like that look. And even though it's preseason, I still don't think they're going to like that look for all the things we talked about. This is a world country matter. This crosses the line of, just football stuff here. So that's not a good look. Here's the football aspect that really would scare the crap out of me if I'm Jimmy Haslam or even Kevin Stefanski, if he's lucky enough to continue to be successful there and coach the Cleveland Browns for the next few years. If this comes down the way you say it comes down, holy crap, it'll be the worst $230 million contract, and I would really be worried about we're going to go 2 years without this guy playing any football, and then he's going to come back next year? You know, that's where they have this balance right now as it lays out, where we think, oh, hey, he'll be able to play preseason and do that. He needs to play in the preseason. You know, they need to get Jacoby Brissett ready. We know that. But to protect their investment and to get what they want out of this guy, man, you do want to get him to play and get the cobwebs off a little bit. I don't care who you are. We've heard Peyton Manning, when he was hurt, talk about it. A lot of guys. Tom Brady didn't look like Tom Brady in 2009 when he came back from the knee injury. It takes a while. It's a sport that you just can't practice it, if you heard me say before. Especially the quarterback position. And that would really change my thought of Deshaun Watson and what he could be, a year from now or whatever, and that just makes the contract even crazier. But to go 2 years without playing, whoa, that's a game changer in my opinion. I don't care how good you are or how talented you are.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.